channel. If you are new, welcome to my channel. It is Day back again with a video for y'all. So today we are going to be talking about femininity, and I'm going to be giving you tips on how to be more feminine. So I have some things written in my notes, so I'm just going to go off of that and let's go ahead and hop into this video. I'm super excited to talk about femininity. Last year, I believe, where like my eyes kind of opened up to, I guess, the things that I was doing to feel more feminine, or the things that I had incorporated into my everyday routines that made me feel like my most feminine self. So let's go ahead and hop into this video. I'm super excited for this girl talk. It's been a while since we did a girl talk, and I'm excited to talk to my girls, you know, my besties. So yeah, these tips and tricks can be applied literally today, literally tomorrow, next week. You don't have to wait until like a new year or something crazy like that. You don't have to have like a set time. You can literally start these things after this video, like after I give you this tea or whatever. So let's go ahead and hop into it, babes. Okay, so the first thing on my list is identify your feminine energy or energies if present. If they are not present, that's totally okay. Or if you don't know that they're present, because I feel like they're present in everybody, then it's totally fine if you don't know like how to identify those just yet. But I do want to mention that there are different types of feminine energies, and then there's different types of like archetypes. I think that's what you call them. So I've only identified my light and my dark thus far. Like I could definitely see like my light feminine energy, like where it's like a fairy, this is that and the other. And then I could see like my dark feminine energy, which is reminds me a lot of like Jennifer's Body, like where she eats the men. Like she's very dark and sultry and sexy, and she's like alluring, and she like wants to drag you in, but like she's that girl. Like, yeah. So I would definitely say like those are my two feminine energies that I have identified within myself. But of course there is more out there. I definitely think I noticed more of a nurturing feminine energy coming out of me as of recent. I have like babies around me, like baby cousins and stuff like that. I could definitely see like that maternal, like nurturing instinct like kick in. It's so weird, like, because I don't even have children. I'm not close to having children or anything like that, but I definitely feel that. Like you feel that like maternal instinct, like even if this isn't your child, you're gonna treat that child like it's your child. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say identifying, or if you have not yet been able to pick up on your feminine energy, that I would just say kind of like listen to your body, kind of like be aware of what's happening, because I promise you like you're gonna notice like the switches. So I just want you to understand that it's not like all under one thing. Like there's different types, there's kind of like a spectrum going on, and you can like flip in and out of different feminine energies. So I'm gonna go off the basis that you guys don't know what your feminine energies are, you don't know how to identify them, you don't even know what it is. So let me just go ahead and get into the tips and tricks so I can help you out. So the first thing I'm gonna say is be soft. Now this is very hard for some girlies, just because of, it could be upbringing, it could be the way you were raised, it could be literally anything. Like some girls are naturally more on the tomboy side than the girly girl side, and that's totally fine. And I think even if you are a tomboy, you still have feminine energy. Like if you are a woman, I think at the end of the day, like you have feminine energy within yourself. So yeah, I would definitely say just learn how to be softer. Like if you are that type of aggressive tomboy, learn how to like be self-aware of your actions, your mannerisms. So if you're sitting slouched, you know what I'm saying, you sitting like this, you have to understand that that doesn't look, you know, very soft. It doesn't look very feminine. When you think of like a polished feminine woman, you think she's sitting straight up, you know what I'm saying? She has good posture, her neck is straight, her head is held high, her chin is up high. You know, you have to imagine yourself with a tiara sometimes, and like you can't, you know, let your tiara fall. You gotta chest up high, head up high, you know? So yeah, you have to think about those things. So you have to think about these things operating in your daily life that really makes the change between being like more feminine versus operating more in your masculine side. So that's my next thing, is stop operating in your masculine energy. That is very hard for some of us. Like I said, it could be due to upbringing, it could be due to a traumatic experience where you feel like you have to now operate in your masculine energy and you can't let your guard down anymore or anything like that. But you can't live like that. Like just because you had one bad experience or somebody did something to you that has changed the way that you feel like you have to like now maneuver and move, you have to stop operating like that. Like I know you want to put your guard up and you want to be guarded and you want to be in defense just in case somebody is out to hurt you. I just feel like the light feminine energy, I just think we accept all things, if that makes sense. Like we're open to what all the possibilities could be. Like although we want a desired a desired favorable outcome, like you want a certain thing to happen, but you also have to understand on the flip side is that you want this to happen, but this can also happen, which is not your desired outcome or whatever. So you have to like I think you just have to like be aware that yes, I want this, but this can also happen as in something I don't want. So I think you have to be able to like accept both sides, even though you really want one specific outcome. And also operating in your masculine femininity is also just being super independent. I am like that. Like I am super independent. I don't like asking for help. If it's up high, I'm gonna figure out a way to climb up there and get it myself, you know? If I have 1,000 things to do on my plate, like I'm not quick to ask people for help. Like that's just not me. And then I just feel like if I don't do it, then it's not gonna be done the way that I wanna do it. But I had to like stop operating like that because I felt like it was in my masculine energy. So I had to like learn how to let things be, learn how to let people help. You have to understand that like damsels in distress, the girls that are like in the movie like save me, help me, I'm not one of those girls. Like I'm the one that's gonna put the armor on. If I gotta get out the castle by myself, the prince ain't coming, I'm gonna figure it out. But it's like sometimes you just have to like sit back and be that girl, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to be that damsel in distress. You have to allow people to help you. You have to allow people to service you, really. So with servicing, take that lightly, I don't mean it like that, but I'm gonna circle back around to that. So the premises of the first tip is just being soft, whatever that means to you. Being softer, don't be so masculine, don't be so like rough and tough, you know? So next I want to say get rid of anything that brings out unwanted energy. So if you are wanting to go in a certain direction, and that can mean something different for every single person, so I'm not going to give a broad example, but wherever you are trying to go in life or wherever you're trying to get to, you need to only surround yourself with things that are working towards where you're trying to get to. It could be people, it could be clothes, it could be things, it could be habits, it could be anything. If it's not serving you and it's an unwanted energy around you that's not helping you get to where you need to be, you need to dead it. I just feel like that's not part of your feminine energy, because it's like you always gonna have to try to like combat what's not for you, and you shouldn't be trying to fight nothing that's not for you, you know? If it's not for you, it should be out of your life. So I just think that you should identify things that are not serving you and things that are not helping you reach your full potential of whatever you're trying to be for yourself. Then you got to get rid of it, because at that point I just feel like you're going to be going back and forth, just kind of battling within yourself or that thing that is unwanted energy. So next I'm going to say bask in girly things, babes. We are girls and we need to do what girls do. So if you like pink and you just, you know, try to say that you don't like pink because everybody likes pink, all girls like pink, don't do that. Like bask in it. Like that's what we do. Like pink is like the signature girl color. So if you like it, then like it. Who cares if 50 other million girls like the color pink? It don't matter. Who cares? We all can like pink. I just think you should bask in girly things. Flowers, cute small things. I notice with girls we love like mini bags, mini dogs, mini everything. But we should be able to bask in that. And I think that really brings out our feminine energy, just because we are girls, so we need to like accept, acknowledge, and bask in what makes us girls, you know, like what separates us. As a girl, you can be into many different types of things, but I just think that if you like something and it is considered girly, but you're just like trying to hold back because you're not trying to be girly, don't deprive yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like bask in it. Like this is what the girls do, like let's be girly. So if it's pearls, it's diamonds, it's pink, it's flowers, it's small, it's cute, whatever it is, bask in it. So the next thing I'm going to say is taking care of yourself. That is very important. I just think for any human being, but especially if you're trying to become a more feminine woman or tap into your feminine energy, I definitely think taking care of yourself is a huge part of that, because I just am a firm believer if you look good, you feel good. No, it does not solve every single problem that you have. However, it's going to make you feel better about what you got going on. Like my life can be in shambles, but if like it's a difference between my hair being done and my hair not being done. If my hair is done, I'm going to feel a little bit more confident to get my life together. Whereas if my hair is a bird's nest and it's matted up and, you know, it's not done, then I'm just going to feel even worse about what I already have going on in my life, because it's just like, wow, like my life is falling apart and I look horrible, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, taking care of yourself, and it's not just outside appearance, but I do want to highlight that good skin, hair, nails, like those natural components really help your feminine energy. I'm not just talking about like makeup or putting in extensions. Take care of your natural assets as well. And also, what I want to add to taking care of yourself, I just feel like if it's within your means and you're able to do it, you're able to afford it, anytime that you can get a service done for you, I just feel like you should do it. Now, for example, cleaning your house. I've seen plenty of girls that get like cleaners, you know, to come clean their house. And I never really understood that, because I'm like, an apartment, you know, you can clean that. Like houses are a different story, but like an apartment, 1 or 2 bedrooms, you can clean that. But it's just like, why? Like if you can pay for someone to come and clean your house and do it for you, and you can kick your feet up or worry about something else you got going on your to-do list, then why would you not do that? I don't understand. I just feel like if you are able to let people help you and service you, again, this is what I was talking about, service you, let people help you and let people service you whenever the opportunity is present, or as long as you can keep up with that or afford it or whatever. I definitely think getting your toes done, getting your house clean, getting a private chef, going to get a massage, like going to get your hair done. You may know how to do your hair, but it's a difference between you doing your hair yourself, manually putting all this elbow work in, you know what I'm saying, doing it yourself, or going to go sit in the chair, you know, sit in the chair and be soft and relax and drink wine while you get your hair done. You know, scroll on your phone while somebody else is doing all the hard work or whatever. So y'all see what I'm saying? Like any chance that you can do nothing, do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely take care of yourself and just be a pampered princess. So next I want to go into working out. Working out is self-explanatory. I just think it helps you in more ways than others, but I just want to emphasize the body aspect of it, because you want to define your shape, and I just think that that gives you such a feminine energy, because you're working on your shape. As women, we have curves, you know, we have the hourglass figure, you know, we have the exaggerated hips, we have the curves on our, you know, bums or whatever. But yeah, like we have curves and hips and lumps and silhouettes and all the things that make us women, like the things the guys go crazy for that they don't have, that they lack. You need to, I guess, emphasize those traits and assets that you have and you possess. All you're doing is just like emphasizing it, if that makes sense. So yeah, you're just defining your shape and you're getting more tone and you're looking good, and really what that's going to do is make you look good naked. So when you look at yourself, it's not about anybody else. It's not about your man, it's not about your friends, it's not about your family. You got to work out, eat clean, do all these things for yourself. Like you have to want it for yourself. But I tell you, when you start working out and you look at yourself in the mirror like naked, baby, when I say you're gonna fall in love, like I just feel like that's really in your feminine energy. Like when you can just really appreciate, love yourself in your naked body, like your natural state, you know what I'm saying? So next I definitely put cooking and baking. Cooking is an essential human need, not just for women, but I just feel like because it was so put onto women, it makes it kind of a feminine trait. I say have fun with it, try new recipes, try new things, try new spices. And then baking. Baking, I feel like, is tapping more into your feminine energy, just because I feel like, I don't know, baking is so like girly to me. I don't know if y'all get that feeling too, but when I think about like baking, I just think like cupcakes and icing, and like icing the cupcakes, and you know what I'm saying, like putting the cute little decorations on top. Like it's just a very like soft thing to do. I can't explain it, but when I vision cooking, I think of like the cute little aprons, everything's just cute, the cute little utensils, you know, my spatula is pink and this and that. So yeah, I would definitely say cooking, and try baking. Like baking is so much fun. I remember for Valentine's Day, I made cupcakes. I didn't have a date, I didn't have anything to do, I didn't have any plans, nobody asked me out. But on Valentine's Day, I made cupcakes for me and my family, and it was so much fun. I literally put music on. I had the best time. Like, it was so much fun. So next, I just want to point out is to find your signature little things. So what I want to emphasize is a fragrance, just because fragrances are so important. Like scents are so important. Like, have you ever had somebody walk past you and you can just like smell them, like as they're long gone, like you're still smelling them? That is what you want to convey. You want to find a scent that really complements your body, your, you know, your natural odors. You want to find one that really works for you, so that people, when they think about you, they're going to smell you. They're going to think about those memories with you, but they're going to have a scent. Have you ever been somewhere far off, way off, and you smell a certain something and it takes you back to like a memory that you had years and years ago? That's what a good scent is going to do. So you want to find you a good scent. So yeah, you want to find you a good scent, and I definitely think that's tapping into your feminine energy, because when you talk about, I guess, like a feminine woman, I guess you think of like floral, you think of like light floral, sensual scents, you know, things that linger, things that are gonna have you thinking about her like all day long, you know? That also goes for like hair too. You can find like signature hairstyles that complement your face. Some women feel more feminine with long hair. Like I feel more feminine with long hair. I love when my hair is like 26 inches, 28, 30 inch. Like, I love that. That's when I feel like my most bad B self. But some women, on the other hand, they like short hair. Like, they like when their head is shaved, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've seen some women who look better bald, like shaven head, than they do with hair. But it's like up to your preference. I often hear people say like femininity is about like, you know, the long hair, and I don't think that that's true, because I definitely think there are some women with short hair who literally thrive in their feminine energy, like literally bald, okay? So I don't think hair has nothing to do with it, but just find what you like and find what works for you. So next I want to definitely say is finding your confidence. Confidence is key, baby. Like, confidence is key, and that is something that nobody can do for you but you. Like, you have to find your confidence. You have to accept and love and appreciate your beauty, like things that make you beautiful and your flaws as well. I think you just have to appreciate yourself as a whole, and I think that's kind of where your confidence comes from, because it's like at that point, once you've acknowledged all your flaws, nobody can tell you nothing. Like, I've had an insecurity on my forehead for as long as I can remember. I have a huge forehead. My mother has a huge forehead. But guess what? I've accepted it, and I've loved it, and I know that I have it, and God gave it to me, and it's not going to change unless I get, like, you know, hairline surgery. But, like, I love myself. Like, I'm fine with that. Me and my big forehead. You feel me? Rihanna got a big forehead and what? Billionaire. So yeah, just finding your confidence, and then once you have found that, nobody else can take that away from you. Like, nobody can take confidence that you have instilled in yourself away from you. I think once that you find that, you are operating in your feminine energy, because at that point you understand that no other person can take your light or take your shine. So that's why it is so easy for me, I think, to help other girls or not be like jealous of other girls. I see that a lot, like within women, they be like very jealous and like catty and stuff. But like, I don't feel like I operate like that, because I'm confident within myself, and I know that it doesn't matter if I tell this girl where I got my outfit from, because guess what? She's not going to wear it like me. She can't, because it's only one me. Like, she can literally put the outfit on head to toe for everything that I have, but at the end of the day, I'm going to rock the outfit the way that I rock it, because I have a certain about me. Like, it's a certain thing within me that makes me special with my outfit on, versus when you put yours on, because you're going to put it on in the way that makes you special, in the way that you express yourself. So there are going to be differences regardless, even if we're wearing the same exact thing. It's about confidence, like, and once you have it, nobody can take that away from you, for real. Like, so I would just say, really like tap into that, find that, accept your flaws, love yourself, and I think you will really start building your confidence. So next, I would definitely recommend finding clothes that fit your body type. That is a huge, I feel like, game changer. I feel like once you know how to dress your body and accentuate, like I said, those curves that you've been working out in the gym on, when you can accentuate that through your clothes, like how I have on a dress, but like you can see I have like curves, you know? Curves. So it's like, once you figure out how to dress, like, you may not have curves yet because you haven't started going to the gym. You may be like up and down, but just figure out what works for you or what you feel good in. And I think that's the main thing. It's not only what looks good to the eye, but you have to feel good in your clothes too. Like, you have to feel good. You have to feel like, I'm that B. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to walk around like, yeah, this me and what. So I would definitely say a feminine tip is playing with your clothes. You want to find something that fits your body, but also, like I said, you want to bask in your girliness. So with girly clothes, we have lace, we have satin, we have silk, we have velvet. Like, just play. So yeah, just like play with different styles, different textures, those type of things that I guess girls, anybody can wear, you know, lace, satin. It's 2022, like anybody can do it, but I just feel like as a woman, like, these things are already like expected. So I think you just bask in it and you just play with those textures, and I just think it gives you more of a feminine style. I would definitely recommend every single woman, I kid you not, every single woman should own a corset, at least one. Get you a corset, baby. When I say they was wearing them for a reason back in the day, like, get you a corset. When I say they make the body look so good, they're gonna push these up, they're gonna suck this in, they're gonna pull you here. Like, get a corset, baby. Get a corset. Down in my description, I do have a link from my Amazon store, and I think I have like 5 different corsets in there. But baby, get you a corset. The link is down below, okay? And so next with clothing, I would definitely say show skin, but I'm saying this as far as you being comfortable with showing skin. So show only what you're comfortable with showing, but definitely show skin. I just think that it is such a, I guess, like, woman, I'm not trying to say like woman thing to do as far as dismissing other groups, because it is 2022, but I'm only focusing on women. So I'm just saying, like, I think when you are shopping for these clothes that are going to like highlight your assets on your body, I think it's also nice to play with skin, because like, I think as a woman, I think it is very feminine to show things like your shoulders, your midriff, your collarbones. Y'all, I think collarbones are so hot. Like that is such like a hot area on a woman. And that's what I'm saying. Like these little things that you wouldn't think are like hot spots are like the neck. Men love like updos where you can show your neck. They love this little like, if you're just like naturally, you know, like it's hot and you're touching your neck. That's just a little secret between me and you because we're besties. But yeah, like those little things that be driving them crazy, like that's what you want to emphasize. Like that is really you like living in your true feminine energy. Like you may not want them, like you may not want demands, but like, I don't know, it's just something within us. Like it's fun to have like men fawning over you sometimes. Like if they can keep it cool, you know what I'm saying, in a distance, and they're not like being like creepy and like following you to your car and all that. But you know what I'm saying? Like you just want like you want all the attention. You know, you want to be over here and you want to have 7 men lined up, you know, ready to cater to you and service you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just think that it's really important to play with skin as long as you're comfortable. I'm not telling you to wear mini skirts with your butt out or, you know, have your girls exposed or anything, but little things that make you comfortable, like your neck, your shoulders, your collarbone, like those little things, like showing skin, I promise you they make a huge difference in feminine energy. Like just showing off a little something. For example, yeah, like cleavage, that is a huge feminine like thing, you know what I'm saying, to be shown through clothing. Like it's so common to have like plunges and different type of V-cuts and all of that to emphasize the cleavage, and it's a very like feminine trait. So like I was saying earlier, like body language is really important. You don't want to be like slouching and sitting crazy. You want to have like good posture. You want to be aware of like your body. If you're sitting to like a cute guy you think you like be mindful, take up space, you know, like cross your legs, you know, kind of like touch your thigh. Like it's all about like body language. And I'm not saying you have to do like crazy stuff or make it super noticeable that you're interested or whatever. And so I will also say with body language, I would say movement is very important. It is very hard to get sucked into everyday life where you're very stiff. You may be at the office all day, and then when you get home, you know, you don't have any playtime. I think it's important to have movement aside from working out, because it's like you need to dance, you need to move your body. It's actually like something, I don't want to say too much because I'm not educated on it, but something about the womb, like in movement, it has a correlation with movement in the health of the womb, or something about the womb. I have to look into it, but yeah, like movement is very important in the feminine body. Like I think pole dancing to me is just very fun. You can take up anything, Pilates, yoga, whatever makes you feel good, but I just think it's important to have movement. It's important to dance. It doesn't matter what you look like. Dance, move your body. Like life is already so serious and so stiff, so it's just like get some movement, have some fun. That goes into my next topic, where I just suggest slowing down. And this is something I've been working on like really recently, like 2-3 weeks recently, a couple of weeks. So this is a brand new tip that I want to use for myself, because I'm always on the go, I'm always rushing, I'm always this, that. I'm running like a chicken with my head cut off when I have stuff to do, because I just have bad time management. So I had to like slow down. I had to slow down and tell myself, don't always be on the go. Like it is okay to rest. It is okay to take time to do this. Like I may have 50 things on my to-do list today, and it's okay if I don't get all 50 done. Like there's tomorrow, there's next week. Slow down, rest. If you need rest, then rest. Like cater to yourself, cater to your body. Like you know what you need. So if you're at your limits, don't push yourself beyond your limits. Like just slow down and take more time for yourself as well. Like in the mornings, I've been waking up a little earlier than usual, because usually when I wake up, it's just like get up and go. But no, I've been waking up a little earlier. That way I can think about my day, meditate a little bit, have a little gratitude, talk to the universe. Sometimes I work out before I start my day, like eat breakfast. I'm never a breakfast person, but lately I've been getting up early enough to make myself like oatmeal and stuff. So it's just like having time to not have to rush and kind of like, so I think it's important to have time not to rush. I just think when you're rushing and you are on somebody else's time, like you're late to work, you're on somebody else's time. So I can't eat my breakfast because I'm late to somebody else's job. You know what I'm saying? Like making somebody else rich. So I just think that you should slow down and assess like what you need, what are your needs, and how can you fulfill your needs, you know? And then also being present. Like again, I'm always on the go. I'm thinking about the future. I'm thinking about next year. I'm thinking way far in advance what I want to do 5 years in life. Be present. This is something I had to work on again recently, like the last couple of weeks. Basically like my Miami trip is when I had to really just like pause. Whole world stop, okay? Like just pause, be in the moment. Like that moment, you are never going to be this young again. Like time goes on and time moves. Like you're never going to have this moment again. So bask in your moments. Like don't always be waiting for, oh, I can't wait till next week, I can't wait till next year, I can't wait. Bask in it. Like even if you are not where you want to be, like you need to bask in where you are now until you get there, because it may take you 15 years. So what you gonna do? Not enjoy the 15 years in between it takes for you to get somewhere? Like no, like bask in it. You may not have those friends or those family members that are with you within those 15 years. You may not have them when you're ready to like do things your way, or when you think it's time, or you know, whatever, when you think it's time to take a break after 15 years, you done missed everything. So it's like just pause, be in the moment, be grateful, like have a lot of gratitude towards life, even if you are working towards things. Somebody always has it worse, and I hate to say it like that, but it's just like, stop complaining about the things that you don't have, because somewhere out there someone has it worse than you. And it's just like, be grateful for what you have, because people are out there looking for or wanting what you already have, and you're not being grateful for it. So yeah, I want to go into decorating, kind of like how finding your clothes, you kind of want to incorporate that into your own space. I just feel like nesting and nurturing and making the house a home is what women kind of specialize in. Even though anybody can do it, I just feel like that is such like a woman thing. And that's why when men be talking about like a woman's touch, like I get it now, because they be living crazy. And I just think that making your space a happy place, a sanctuary, a place that you know you can woo-saw in, I think is very important for your feminine energy. Surround yourself with everything that you like. I don't know what you like. So it's like with me, I like diamonds, I like pink, I like things that sparkle, I like soft things, I like plushy things. So it's kind of like what my apartment would look like. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to figure out how you can make your space your own. Like I think that's very important to have somewhere at the end of the day that you can go to and just woo-saw. And you can be your 100% complete, you know, raw self in, you know? And so you definitely want to play with your space. Again, use satin, use lace, use pearls, use those little dangly things, you know, the door little dangly things that you go through. Like put all of that in your apartment. Like don't be afraid to play with your space. Like don't just chase, oh, I just want this aesthetic look, I just want everything to be like white, basic, and boring. Like don't do that. Like play with your space. Like, yeah, so like play with your space, experiment. You never know what you might like until you try it. So my next tip would be to pick your battles wisely. I'm not a confrontational person, not because I'm scared or anything, but it's just like I don't like myself when I behave a certain type of way. When I want to fight and I want to, you know what I'm saying, throw hands in the street, that's not me operating in the character that I like to operate in, because I'm not the type of girl. Like I don't like that's not cute to me. Fighting in the street, nails off, wigs off, you know, boobs hanging out, like it's not cute. So it's just like I'm not confrontational because I know a lot of things are not worth it to me. It's not because I'm scared. It's not none of that. Like, baby, it could go up, okay? But it's like I don't want to take it there, because it's like I'm too pretty to be fighting in the street, on the floor, being recorded for World Star. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm too cute for that. Like, and that's not the lady that I'm trying to be. Like I know who I'm trying to be, and the lady that woman is, like she don't do that. So it's like you have to pick your battles. Like you can't be in the club like, why is she looking at me like that, and then want to fight just based off of that. Like no, you can't be like that. Like did she throw a drink at you? Did she, you know what I'm saying, throw hands at you? Like what did she do specifically? Because looks and like gossip, that's not enough, I feel like, to want to behave that way. You know what I'm saying? Like out of your feminine energy, because at that point I feel like it's masculine when you getting aggressive and you gotta go smack a bit. You know what I'm saying? I think that's very masculine energy, which we have that too. Which of course women have that too, and that's what I'm trying to get y'all to see. Like we have masculine, we have feminine, and we have different types of feminine energy. However, it's just all about what you're tapping into. It switches throughout the day, it switches throughout time. It be switching. Like it's a code switch pretty much, like if you know anything about code switching. So yeah, you just never want anybody to get you out of character or let anybody possess the type of power that will get you out of character, because at the end of the day you have to realize, like, whoever it is that you are trying to be, do she fight in the streets? Do she? If she do, I mean, if that's who you want to be, then that's who you want to be. But I'm just saying, like, you have to figure out what that woman that you're trying to become, you need to figure out what type of stuff does she do. What type of stuff does she do? And what do I need to engage in? Because yeah, fighting in the street, babes, that is not the type of woman I want to be. Like, that is embarrassing. Sometimes though, I'm with y'all. Sometimes you really do need to smack a bitch, okay? Sometimes it be needed, but if you can avoid it and you can pick your battles, and if it's not worth it, then don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like unavoidable, you got somebody in your face like right here and they putting their hands on you, oh yeah, I'm gonna fight. So my next piece of feminine energy advice would be to just be flirty. Like, be flirty and be fun and don't be serious. Like, that is my tip to you. Every person that you date, it doesn't have to be for the end goal of marriage. I know a lot of us date to marry, but you have to understand, like, you only gonna pick one person out of 8 billion. You feel me? In a perfect world, I guess. You only gonna marry one person. So it's just like, you have to have fun along the way. Like, you have to be present and you have to have fun. Like, you can't be so serious about every single situation. So it's like, date for fun. Flirt just because. I love flirting. I may not even like you. Like, one of my favorite things to do is go to the bar. And I cannot like a single soul there. But I'm gonna be flirty. I'm gonna be fun. Why? Because I'm basking in the moment. Like, I'm having fun. Like, why not? So it's like, you, and of course you have to be careful with that and use that as your own discretion. But it's just like, don't be so stuffy and stuck up and boring and, you know what I'm saying, and stiff. Like, have fun with life. And I think that's really like feminine energy. Like, you just have fun and you're free and you're flowing and you just like going where life takes you. You're not so like serious and uniform and everything has to be planned out to a T. Like, no. And so yeah, like I was saying, so just go on dates for fun. Like, it doesn't have to be a true end goal. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I only want to go if there's going to be a second date. Of course you want there to be a second date, but that person may do something on the first date that you don't want to go out with them again. But it's like, aren't you happy you went, I guess? Like, even if it's a dud, it's just like, now you know what you don't like on a date or what you don't want to tolerate. So it's like, just have fun. Like, just have fun and live life. And yeah, that's like my final advice. Like, just have fun, live life. Don't be too serious. Sometimes you do need to put your foot down. Sometimes you do need to be firm. Sometimes you do need to have boundaries. But if there's no need for those things, like if there's no need for you to have your guard up and doing all this extra stuff, then don't do it. I just feel like that's not operating in your true feminine energy. But yeah, these are some tips and tricks to help you guys on your feminine journey. I don't know if you guys have started or not, but take these tips and apply them to your everyday life. And I just promise you, like, starting with a mindset change, everything will change. Like, once you change this, I promise you everything else is going to fall into place. Now, it may not happen that day, because usually, you know what I'm saying, when you plant the seed, the plant or the flower doesn't grow that day. But just understand, like, once you change this, everything else is going to start to change. Slowly but surely. Sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's slower, but just have faith, like, trust, okay? That is it with this video. I hope you guys enjoy. I love you guys so much. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you comment down below. Comment down below some feminine energy tips and tricks you guys have too, so you can help the girlies. So when they scroll in the comments, they can see it as well. But yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram for daily content, and I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys, and this has been a wonderful girl talk. I'll see you next time.